Hi students, in this video we are going to study about orbital velocity. Now in the previous video we discussed about escape velocity. What is escape velocity? It is a minimum velocity required by an object to escape the gravitational pull of the earth and reach space. So in this video we are going to see what is orbital velocity and what is the expression for orbital velocity and how is it related to escape velocity. What is the relation between orbital velocity and escape velocity. Imagine this is earth, okay, and there is a tower, this portion of the earth, and you are standing at the top of the tower, at the topmost portion of the tower, and you have a ball or a stone in your hand and you are throwing the ball in the vertical direction. So you are throwing the ball in the vertical direction with the velocity v. Now what is our aim? To throw it in a straight line, isn't it? But we all know that earth is having a gravitational force which attracts every object towards its center. So what happens? Even though we are applying the velocity in horizontal direction, because of the gravitational pull of the earth, the ball will follow a parabolic path and will reach at this particular point. We will call it as A. Again you are trying the same with a certain amount of greater velocity, we will call it as V2. So what will happen? The ball again will cover a parabolic path and will travel a little more distance from the base of the tower and reach point B. And you keep on increasing your velocity each time by throwing the ball in the horizontal direction. That there is a certain point or there is a certain velocity at which even though the ball wants to come and fall on the surface of the earth due to the gravitational pull, it won't be able to do so. But because of it will move like a free fall object and it will keep on coming down like this and it won't be able to touch the earth's surface, but it will start to move in a circular path. This amount of horizontal velocity is what we call the orbital velocity. The minimum amount of horizontal velocity with which the particle or the object moves in a circular path outside earth is what we call the orbital velocity. So, orbital velocity, the minimum amount of velocity required to put, in the case of us, it's a satellite, on its orbit around a planet or the earth is what we call the orbital velocity. So now we are going to find out the expression for orbital velocity. For that what we are doing is, we know orbital velocity means velocity with which the object will be moving in the circular path around earth or any planet. So for an object to move in a circular path or for an object to be along the circular track, it must have some force known as centripetal force. It is the centripetal force which makes the orbit move in the circular track itself. If there is no centripetal force, definitely the object will be thrown away from the orbit or this particular circular track. So what we are going to do is, we are going to find out the equation for centripetal force, and we also know that in the case of planetary motion, it is a gravitational pull or gravitational force of attraction between the sun and the planet which is providing the necessary centripetal force. But in our case, it is a satellite or an object and the earth. So it will be the gravitational force of attraction between the earth and the object or the satellite which is providing the necessary centripetal force to make the object or the satellite to remain in its circular track. So we are going to find out the equation for force of gravitation, and we are equating it with centripetal force, and finally we will find out what is the expression for orbital velocity. Okay, so imagine this is earth. Okay, now this much is the radius of the earth, and from the surface of the earth at a particular height, I want to launch my satellite. Okay, and I want the satellite to be moving around the earth. Okay, so O is the center of the earth r the radius of the earth. Now I wish to launch a satellite at a height h from the surface of the earth, which means the orbital radius of the satellite will be r plus h. Okay, so let m be mass of the earth, r radius of earth, h height of the satellite above the surface of earth. R plus h orbital radius of the satellite, and let small letter m be the mass of the satellite. So let the satellite be here. It is having mass m, velocity, orbital velocity, we call it as v0. Okay. Now, the gravitational force between Earth and the satellite is given by the equation F is equal to, we know general equation for gravitational forces, F is equal to gm1 m2 divided by r square. Excuse me. Now in our case it is g, mass of the earth, mass of the satellite divided by distance of the satellite from the center of the earth, that is r plus h, the whole square. Next, as I told you, for every object to be in its circular track, it must be provided with a centripetal force. So, centripetal force is given by F, will call it as Fc is equal to, what is the general equation for centripetal force? It is mv square by r. So in our case it is mv0 square divided by r plus h. This is equation 2, where v0 is the orbital velocity of the satellite. Now, you can say in equilibrium, gravitational force will be equal to centripetal force, Fc. So we can write G mm divided by r plus h, the whole square is equal to m v0 square divided by r plus h. We get Gm divided by r plus h is equal to v0 square, or orbital velocity v0 is equal to small letter v, okay, so v0 is equal to root of Gm divided by r plus h. This is one of the equations to find out orbital velocity of the satellite. Okay, we'll call it as equation 3. Now, I'm going to write orbital velocity in terms of acceleration due to gravity. Now, we know the equation G is equal to acceleration due to gravity, small letter g is equal to gm divided by r plus h the whole square, or we can write gm is equal to g into square. Now substituting the value of gm in equation 3, we will get V0 is equal to root of, instead of gm we can write g into r plus h the whole square divided by r plus h root of g into plus h. Equation 4. This is also an equation to find out acceleration, orbital velocity in terms of acceleration due to gravity. Now, imagine the satellite is very close to the earth, so that compared to the radius of the earth, h is very small. Okay? If the satellite is very close to the earth, h will be very small when compared to r. Then we can neglect h in the above equation and we can write orbital velocity V0 is equal to root of g into r. Now we know the value of g is 9.8 meter per second square and value of r is 3600 kilometer. So on substituting the value of g and r, we get escape velocity of a satellite which is very close to the earth as 7.92 kilometer per second. This is the orbital velocity of a satellite which is revolving very close to the surface of the earth. Now let us see what are the factors on which orbital velocity depends, or what are the factors on which orbital velocity is independent. Factors on which velocity depends. Both factors on which it is dependent and independent. Okay, I am going to say both together. Now, what is the expression for velocity, orbital velocity? V equal to root of gm divided by r plus h, or V0 is equal to root of g into r plus h, or V0 is equal, if we are approximating, V0 is equal to root of g into r. These are the three equations which we use to find out the orbital velocity depending upon the conditions. Okay, now if you look into the first equation, we can see that orbital velocity depends on what? Mass of the earth and also radius and distance of the satellite from the surface of the earth. So we can write orbital velocity. It depends on mass of the earth. Second, it depends on distance of the satellite from center of the earth, which means if the distance from surface of the earth is more, then what happens? Its term will increase automatically, orbital velocity will decrease. So if the satellite is away from the earth, the value of orbital velocity will be less. But if you look into these equations, it is very clear that orbital velocity is not depending upon the mass of the satellite. It is very important. So third point, it is independent on the mass of the satellite. Depends only on the mass of the earth, distance of the satellite from the center of the earth, etc. Okay. Next, we are going to find out how is orbital velocity related to escape velocity, or what is the relation between orbital velocity and escape velocity. Now, in the previous video, we have derived the expression for escape velocity, and we got using the approximate condition, we got escape velocity V is equal to root of 2gr. Now, the relation for orbital velocity is V0 is equal to root of g into r. Our next step is divide equation 1 by 2. So, equation 1 by 2 gives VE by V0 is equal to root of 2gr divided by root gr is equal to root, which means escape velocity is root 2 times orbital velocity of the satellite. I hope this much is clear to you. Thank you.